Good morning, everyone. My name is Tisha Domingo. I work in University Advancement, and I help support student life and leadership with your fundraising needs. So I'm just going to go over some of the different types of fundraisers that we process and how to go about processing them, submitting them for approvals and whatnot. So this presentation will also be emailed to you after this event. So don't worry, you will get a copy of this as well. All right, so submitting fundraisers for approval. First of all, the first type of fundraiser, the easiest one that we do are the restaurant fundraisers. So that's kind of like your give back nights with like Panda Express, Seven Leaves, you get 20% back of all the sales back to your club. So in order to submit your fundraiser, you'll first need to submit your fundraiser on the Titan Link form at least 4 weeks in advance to get approval. When you're submitting that, just make sure you put in your club name and your ASI number, and you provide that to the restaurant hosting the fundraiser and request that it's added to the memo of the check. Sometimes I receive checks and it doesn't say anything about what club it belongs to, no club name, no ASI number. And if that happens, then your money will not get to where it needs to be to your club, to your ASI account. So please, please, please make sure you do that. It's very important. The other part is making sure that the check is made payable to the Cal State Fullerton Philanthropic Foundation. Do not have the check sent to your home. Make sure it gets sent to the address that is listed here. And then in the attention line, add student affairs / your club name if possible, to add that as well. So that way, again, I can track and see who the check belongs to. If you're doing any online fundraisers, please ensure that the sales take place only in California. That's an IRS rule that we have at the foundation. Once your event is approved, you've submitted your Titan Link form, our team will send you an email with the tax ID number. And typically the restaurant or whoever's hosting the fundraiser will ask for this tax ID number. So you'll need to send it back to them, and do not use it for any other fundraiser except for the one that's approved through Titan Link. So if you do another restaurant fundraiser, you need to submit a separate Titan Link form for each individual fundraiser. And once it's approved, make sure you share it with your club members, share it with your friends and family, and have them all support it. And then don't forget to tell people like why you're fundraising. You know, if you're fundraising to send your team to a tournament or purchase new equipment, make sure you tell them why you're fundraising. But these restaurant fundraisers are a great way to get your club together, have a night out, dine together and whatnot, but also like tell your friends and family as well, because the more people that show up, the more money your club fundraiser will make. Typically these fundraisers raise on average, I would say $50 to $100. Sometimes I get $20 checks. So it's really important to spread the word and let people know. Once I receive the check, it can take up to 6 weeks for the check to be deposited into your ASI account. What happens is I receive the check, it gets deposited into a foundation account. And then at the end of each month, I then transfer it to the ASI account. So that's why it takes like 4 to 6 weeks. So make sure you give yourself enough time for that processing. Gift in kind donation. So a gift in kind donation is a non-monetary donation. Say you have a friend who owns a company, they want to donate some t-shirts or some drinks or whatever. If they want a tax receipt, you'll need to again submit a Titan Link form. If possible, provide a sales receipt showing the value of the items that are being donated. If they cannot provide a sales receipt showing the value, you can just look on Amazon or Target or Walmart and take a screenshot of the items that they donated and the value, so we know the current value of the items that they're donating. If there's gift cards, make sure you take a copy of it and you indicate the value of a gift card. If no receipt or quote from a website is provided, the donor will just be received in the amount of $1. So fundraising events that involve sponsorships, this gets a little bit more involved. If you have like a big annual event, I know like the Vietnamese Cultural Night, excuse me, they do a big event once a year, and they typically will try and go out and get sponsors. Excuse me, water. So what they need to do is they need to put together their sponsorship packages, and I'll show you on the next screen what those look like. When you are having sponsors, you can recognize them by saying thank you to Kaiser for being a gold level sponsor. And keep in mind that there's no advertising allowed. So you can't be promoting their company and say like, oh, save money, purchase from here. They have the lowest fares. It's just a simple recognition saying thank you to them for sponsoring our event. So that's the easiest way to do sponsorships with companies. And then if nothing is received by the donor, you'll still need to submit your sponsorship packages. Again, I'll show you the examples on the next page. If any of your donors are receiving anything from you, like t-shirts, food and beverage, tickets to your event, then we will need to work out a budget showing the value of each of those items. So this can take at least 2 to 3 month process. If you are thinking about something like this, feel free to reach out to me directly and I can kind of explain the process because it can get a little bit challenging, but I'm getting better at this. So I can help you along with this. So here are some examples. So again, this is the easiest example. The ice hockey team did a sponsorship with just recognizing the sponsor. So they didn't give them anything. They didn't give them t-shirts or drinks or tickets. So they had 3 different levels, the bronze, silver, and gold. And you'll see as the sponsor level goes higher to the $1,000 level, they get more benefits. So they get recognized on the sponsors page, the broadcast, they get recognized on social media, and then the player of the game is named after the company. So this is the easiest way to do a sponsorship. When it gets a little bit more involved, I have another example. This is another event sponsorship. And in this case, the platinum sponsorship, they received $5,000 or they paid $5,000, but they received 10 tickets to the friendship games, including t-shirts, snacks, and drinks. And then they got 10 tickets for the after party as well. So what I needed from this club was they needed to provide invoices showing how much the t-shirt costs, invoices showing how much the snacks and drink costs, and then the price of the tickets that people would have to pay to get into these events. So that was all provided and they had to provide a budget. So if you're going to do something like this, make sure you have to get it all organized for me with all the backup quotes showing the value of the items. So best practices for submitting fundraisers, make sure, and it says it on the tight link form, make sure you use your Cal State Fullerton email address. If you do not do that, they will not approve your event or your fundraiser. So make sure you use your Cal State Fullerton email address. Provide as much detail as possible. If it's something that's not a restaurant fundraiser, which is pretty standard, if it's an event with sponsorships or someone's donating something, make sure you outline, say what exactly it is they're donating. If you can take a picture of it as well. And then say like what the event is that you're having or how the items will be used. If you're setting up an event with sponsorships, again, reach out directly to me and I can walk you through the process and see if this is something that you want to move forward with. And I can kind of outline what you need to provide to me to move forward with that. If you have any friends or family or companies that want to just straight donate to your club, this is the link where they can search for your club and donate directly to your club. Again, it's the same address that we have checks mailed to. So provide that address and make sure in the memo or in the attention line, they write the name of your club name and your ASI number so we can ensure that that money gets deposited to your account. So additional fundraising opportunities. I reached out to the Los Angeles Angels and they have a fundraising opportunity. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Ducks, but if you would like to do one of these opportunities, the next slide, I'll show you how to do it. Again, you'll submit the request on the Titan Link form. Once it's approved, you can reach out to me and we will fill out the Angels request form and figure out the date of your fundraiser. So here's the information. It's a little bit blurry. I'll have to get a better screenshot of that. So basically, once you fill out, I'll send you the form. You'll fill out a form saying that you want to participate in the fundraiser. And what they do is they will provide you with a link to the game that you choose. And you can have your members buy tickets. They have really great ticket prices. I think they start at just over $19 for a ticket. And your club will get $6 back per ticket. So this is a great event if you want to do like a group outing with your club. And not only that is you can send this link to all of your friends and family and they can all buy tickets to the game as well. And you will get $6 back. So it's really important to like spread the word if you really want to try and raise more money. And they can just buy directly from the link. So everybody can just buy directly from the link. And they have some really good seats available at discounted prices. So it's a great way. And then this is the list of games. The first one is August 24th against the Cubs. And I guess the latest one is September 28th against the Astros. So again, reach out to me, fill out the Titan Link form, and we can get that going for you. And it seems like it's a pretty easy process. Once the game is over, they will send a check directly to my department. And then again, I will process that check for you. Does anyone have any questions and answers? I know I went through it pretty fast. You will all get this guide as well, so you'll have that. Yes. It's a tax write-off for them, yeah, but they'll need to like provide like an invoice showing like the cost of the shirts, or you can look up like on a website, a screenshot of like the value of the t-shirt. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes. I'm sorry, can you speak up? Like a gift in kind? A gift in kind donation is like if a company is donating like drinks or t-shirts or like keychains from their company for your event. Like they just want to donate like something that's not monetary, that's not like money. I'm sorry? Oh, then if they can donate to you. And if they want like a tax receipt, then that's totally fine. It could be an individual as well.